battle for Lord of the board. Hatcher's got the insights, he's got us all on board. In the world of magic, the gathering, he's a master and a guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. Take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe. My feet looking for a good time. Hatcher on YouTube, dropping truth and rhyme. Passion for magic, he's playing the cards right. Live stream so funny, keeping us up all night. Waking up early, smelling bacon in the air. Gotta start the day with a savory affair. Evening rolls around, time to chill and unwind. Tune in for Chillstreams, where relaxation you'll find. Come hang out, let's battle for Lord of the board. Hatcher's got the insights, he's got us all on board. In the world of magic, the gathering, he's a master and a guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. share, subscribe. You never won't miss the vibe.
Always doing it sunny side up. It's the hen. Fuck. What's up, my friends? It is Monday evening, and it is November 17th, 2025. And that is the epic name of this live stream. Just the date. Every once in a while, I think that I might have had a proper idea for a name for the stream tonight, but then I took a shower and fell asleep. And if I had the idea, I didn't write it down. And then I didn't intend to fall asleep, and that ate up a chunk of my day. So I was running around doing other things. And then I just went, oh shit, I'm not even streaming on the same channel. Depending on the channel I'm on, I have to change a bunch of things around, right? So just at the last minute, it's like, slapping on the keyboard. Here we go, let's go. Bam, the name, done, good. Okay, so let's grab the live stream link, share that in the Discord, and then we shall go from there. Oh, it's the start of a new week. Carly already thinks it's Tuesday. She has said it's Tuesday multiple times today, which has messed with me because I wasn't sure what day it was. So then I started to think it was Tuesday too. But my brain's like, wait a minute, it's the week just started. Like, it can't possibly already be Tuesday. Is my life really slipping by that quick? But then half the time you think that, it actually turns out that it is. Oh, things have gone by that quickly. But not this time. Not on my watch. All right. There we go. That's good. All right, and swap it up. Perfect. All right. What's up, Eng, Enchanter, Millmaster, Shelton, Death, 90, Goddard, Teferi, Sheba, Kenneth, Zircon, Dunn, Larry. Hello. Hello, peoples of the world. Hope your weeks are starting off good. You wondered what some onlookers thought when I was filming my intro? Sometimes people think I'm strange, right? Who knows what's going on in their head, but the looks on their face might tell you. 90, the barbell in the corner of the room. In the intro, that barbell was, or I should say, still is, Carly's. She had that when we met. When we met, she was in like health and fitness in school. So she had a bunch of the fitness gear. So that barbell stick or whatever is 100% hers. And we don't have like a set of plates that you would even put on it. It's just a big old metal stick for, I guess, if you want to go long jumping or block the door. We'd have to get the actual weight plates because Carly's stuff from that era is long gone. Once her disability kicked in, it's really like, okay, I'm not going to be using a lot of the heavyweight stuff and whatever. So, and I don't remember how much she had in the first place because it's not like when we met I was into fitness. So you know how it goes. One person will either the person who's more fit will influence the person who's not as fit to become more fit, or the person who's not as fit will just be like, hey, you could be lazy and fat and dumb like me and we can just eat crap. And then the fit person will be like, yeah, that sounds good. You know, like so couldn't even tell you. If I try and dredge the recesses of my memory, there's like memory not found when it comes to any weight plates or any of that stuff. But that's all her. That's all her. I had like a set of little hand weights that I was given when I moved out of my parents. I remember that, but that was it. I've never been like a big exercise workout kind of guy, which becomes a problem as you get older and the body's like, hey, idiot, you have to move around. You have to do things, right? Or the body's just like, I guess you don't need to have muscles that work, idiot. That's what happened to me. What was it, like a year and a half, 2 years ago now, I think, where I picked up a box of Magic cards and it was just like, why is this heavier? Like, this doesn't even make sense. This like a box of magic cards doesn't fundamentally change weight, right? So why is this heavier? Then it clicks in the brain, you're weaker now, dum dum. And it's like, oh no. Yeah, now that you're in your middle age times, you're just gonna be weaker. It's like, what? Yeah, unless you exercise, you're just gonna get weaker. It's like, so now I gotta exercise, and I'm not even gonna be ripped from it. I just gotta get some exercise to not completely fall apart. Great. So you get all of that, right? But I guess that's a side effect of the luxury of living the way we do, where, normally you wouldn't have to worry, I gotta make sure I get exercise. No, living is supposed to be exercise. Wandering around finding things to eat and trying to escape things that are trying to eat you, all that's supposed to be exercise. You're not doing none of that. I'm sitting on my ass going, what if I played No More Heroes 3 and ate some Doritos? Right? Kanzuki, what's up? Potts, how's it going? And Sharon, you wish it was Friday? The week's already shaping up to be a nightmare work. Wishing it was Friday when it's Monday. Eek. That's rough. That is a rough spot to be in. Although, I wish it was Friday too, because I have to go to the dentist for that, for the stuff I don't even want to think about it that much. Anyways, I gotta go on Thursday. So Friday would mean I'd already jumped past it, which would be great. It's zooming up, and I ain't looking forward to it. Millmaster, you made chili sauce and maced the whole house for like 3 hours? Wait, so you're making food and then what is it, like burn your eyes on the level of onions, but throughout the entire domicile? Shelton, you're playing Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition? Nice. You're going to be a bounty hunter? See, I don't know enough about Fallout 4 to know what being a bounty hunter is, but sounds like a good time. Make money hunting people down. You can be dog. That's a fitness root beer in my hand. That's it. Doomblade Super Chat says, I saw the list for Monster Hunter, and yeah, the list is boring except for Nahazal and Kalamazoo, but Kalamax is barely used as a commander anymore. Kalamazoo! He's gonna get you. I feel you though. There was not a lot of Zazzle on that list, bro. For real. So it's really gonna depend on how much people want the particular art treatment or whatever. That video is doing terribly, by the way, and I have no earthly idea why. Like, there's so many different reasons that a video can do badly. Fuck's sakes. This is just fucking so obnoxious, and it's all my own fault. I just shove stuff around, and then it's in the way, and I'm like, why is this shit in the way? It's like, it's your own fault, idiot. And then when I need to move this, there's just a bunch of crap down here that shouldn't even be here. Whatever. I'm working on getting it all sorted and organized. But right now, bunch of nonsense. And it's distracting as hell. Goonies, what's up from South Australia? Oh, what's up? How's it going? How's it going down in Yapoon, you fucking drongo? Huh? All right. But yeah, the Monster Hunter list is pretty weak. Oh yeah, I was complaining about how my newest video is doing half. Like, it's so much worse than than my other like worst performing videos that I was scratching my head in complete confusion, going, what happened? Did I mess up somewhere? Like, in how I set this up somehow? Or is this just YouTube just going, wow? Because the algorithm has gotten crazy. I saw something from Red Letter Media where they were saying, yo, we don't normally talk like this, but our videos are just getting smashed down by like 40%. And this is completely out of the blue. The numbers are down by almost half. It makes no sense. We don't even know what's going on. Normally, we don't even make videos like this. And when that video came out, I looked at it and I went, okay, I don't know. I don't know what's going on because I didn't make as many videos. I hadn't really witnessed the effect, but I'm definitely witnessing it now going, what is happening? I guess on the other side of the coin, I've had some videos in the last few months that did way better than I thought they would. So if you actually balance it out, it's fine. You just go, oh, hey, that's cool. This has worked out pretty well. But it's just obnoxious to not actually know what happened. You have literally no clue. It's like, was there a YouTube glitch where, like, did I say a wrong phrase in the video? There's any number of reasons that you end up with the results that you do, but you'll never know why. And there's few things in life that have this level of ambiguous result where you're just like, okay, if I pull lever A, it's like, you know how insanity is performing the same action and expecting different results? That's what this is. It's insane. I will perform what feels like the same actions. You will get different results. And it's like, but there's a certain level of variance for audience interest, or maybe I'm not doing as good a job presenting in a video, but like the fluctuation is pretty, there's like a normalized level of it. And then you have this insane stuff where you're just like, what is happening? And I do not like it. I can absolutely accept my own failures. I've definitely made videos that were clunk bag garbage, right? 100%, 100%. But when I don't know what's going on, that's what sticks in the craw. That's what's difficult to deal with. If it's like, you sucked, and it's like, why did I suck? And it's like, because of this and this. Thank you. It's like, you sucked. Why? I don't even know if it was you who sucked. Okay, great. What? Kyle Driver Super Chat says, blue attire leaving work. Long day, but all ends okay. Things could be much worse. I try to be thankful for everything else. Bro, that is a fantastic attitude. I feel you on that. The best thing to do is to just go, hey, I got a lot of stuff that's going on in the right direction, or I could just spend all my time focusing on this shitty thing that happened, you know, like 100%. Obviously, this guy says, as he's been focusing on the shitty thing that happened. But admittedly, when it happened, I just looked at it and I went, oh, wow, this video is doing really badly. And I went to Carly and I complained. I went, it's really unfair to be basically stuck with an algorithm where you have no idea where you are or what you're doing at all. It's totally, you're just walking around blind the whole time. Like, what up? Is there jugs anywhere here? Oh, no, it's a dong. You know, like, whatever. That's the level of what it feels like. And so when you get donged, you're like, I can't even see, man. I don't know. They just like, haha, get it? Anyways. So it is what it is, right? That's the new world. We're all just gonna deal with random ass algorithms messing with our lives. And I'm lucky to get to do this. So it's good to focus on, like, it's fine to complain about what's going on because it helps you, like, go, bro, I got to bitch about it. Now I can move on. That's what I did earlier in the day. I went to Carly and I'm like, this is horse shit. And then I moved on. Although I guess not completely, because here I am complaining about it again. But whatever, guys. It's just annoying. At the end of the day, I'm not entitled to people's views. Nobody has to watch my stuff. And that is not the angle I'm coming at this from. It's totally just the angle of, you just don't know. You don't know why it turned out the way it did. Because YouTube, like, I've had videos get ground into the dirt multiple times because YouTube had a glitch and they'll show it the next day. It's like, we had a problem where for X hours, we just weren't showing videos normally. And so you'll put out a video and it won't show the video normally. And then they'll fix the error, but there's nothing built into account for that. So it won't go, when they fix the error, it won't go, okay, take the error into account when looking at the trajectory of a video. They will literally stifle your video by accident, where it's like, oops, we totally meant to show your video around to people, but we didn't. For the first like 2 hours, we showed it to like half the people we normally would. So it gets half of what it normally would. They fix the glitch, and then it's like, okay, things are functioning normally. However, we're going to treat this video as if there was no glitch. So your video is doing poorly. Why are only half the people watching this? It must suck. We're not going to show it to people. So it literally, like, if YouTube trips your video at the beginning, it holds that against you. And it's just like, they literally stick their fucking foot out by accident and you trip over it and you can't run. Like, why aren't you running fast? This is as fast as you normally do. And it's like, I just tripped over you, bro. And then you stood on my leg for 15 minutes. Yeah, sorry, why aren't you running? This isn't a good race, bro. You're screwing up. That's what it's like, right? Sometimes it's me, and I've seen it. I'm just like, oh, I screwed this up with the title or whatever else. But in this case, I just look at it, I don't know. It could be a whole range of different things. Maybe we've just hit that critical mass of, this is all about Universes Beyond. I thought about the title, and I was like, okay, so we've got problems with the Universe Beyond, and we've got leaks from a Universe Beyond. what has happened to Magic. So I don't even know. I don't even know where I fall in the middle. Hey, what up, Thompson? How's it going, buddy? What up, Heavy Metal? How you doing? Larry, you got to get a flu shot, man. I heard that they do that in your butt cheek now. You go into the Shoppers Drug Mart, and then they make you pull out your full-on, just both cheeks. They size them up, smack them, jiggle them a little, figure out which one's the best to be anti-flu, and then they just pork your butt cheek with that needle right there in front of all the fucking old ladies who are sitting there waiting to get, waiting to see the pharmacist to ask them about all their pills. Enchanter never change. How could I? How could I? Death, I remain codeless. Kenzie, someone at work was being unhinged to you, so your boss talked to their boss. At the end of the meeting, their boss got upset and slammed the door and broke it. They now must stay away from me. All right then. Oh man. Yeah, having a bunch of coworkers, the random stuff that comes about as a result of it. I've worked with some real weirdos and some real dummies. I haven't had to deal with anything at that level, though. Goonies, what was my Canadian rambling? Listen, man, fucking go protect your babies from getting eaten by dingoes. And throw the shrimps on the Barbie and all the other lazy Australian things. Fuck you, Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Let's have some Fosters or whatever. Let's go. Let's go to the Dunnies. Let's sit in the Dunnies. There you go. That's very Australian for you. Do you know that there are people, like there are such uppity people. I remember I made a video however long ago, and I made some like really dumb Crocodile Dundee reference. Like it was just some dumb shit like Australia's full of criminals, Crocodile Dundee. And this guy fucking lost it. You lost me as a subscriber. You've lost all Australians and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, holy fucking shit. Like, are you okay? For real, bro? I'm some random jackass on the internet, and I'm just saying, like, the dumbest, laziest crap that people say when it comes to Australia, and they're my age. It's not like you gotta be almost pushing 50 to be trotting out Crocodile Dundee references. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh. What up, Chad? Thanks, man. Thanks for the well wishes. Appreciate it, buddy. Doomblade, you had a person call it 2 days in a row, and you had a few people, and now you're working half the store by yourself. Shit, well, I hope that they're keeping the launch code safe over there, because I'm sure whatever work you're doing is real fucking important. And I don't even know how you're managing to do the work of 2 fucking people. Yo, they're making me cover an entire half of the fucking jerk-off slop booth, bro. Like, before there was 2 of us working the mops, and now I gotta mop up all this fucking degenerate jizz. Down at the truck stop. He's mopping out the truck stop showers. Now I gotta do them all, man. Oh, no. Fuck you, Doomblade. Larry, one of your cousins has been to Australia. You think she had a good time? Did she die? Like, you could just ask her. Master, the lunch codes. Actually, I like that a lot more. Give me the lunch codes. Australia's full of gigantic fucking spiders and other ridiculous wildlife. Like, they haven't gotten together and been like, hey, why don't we get rid of all this dangerous ass shit that's messing us up? You just have like fucking big old spiders fall on you out of the trees and shit. It's like a fucking horror novel, man. giant tree spiders and shit. It's just, it's literal hell. Australia is hell, and that's why they send all the criminals there. Doomblade, it's a warehouse. Listen, I don't care the size of the fucking jerk-off booth that you mop, bro, okay? I don't care that it's a warehouse size truck stop and you gotta see all those unwashed hairy cheeks. It's important. If I want water, I don't think anything you have to do has anything to do with the water supply that I pray. I pray to all the fucking gods in the fucking heavens and earth and all stratospheres of existence that you have nothing to fucking do with the water supply that I drink. Because if that's the case, I'm going to go full water world. And I'm just going to get one of those setups like Kevin Costner where I just piss in a fucking jug and recycle it. And I'll just drink that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. You know? Oh, man. What a universe. Gotta love the internet. You just go on and talk about whatever you want. Any insane nonsense. There are so few rules. It's amazing. But yeah, they're exactly, man. They're in the trees. Australia's wild, bro. It's wild. It's wild. Why are they still showing the @names, by the way? Why have they not returned to the usernames? Are they just not? Are we just going to be using @ forever? Have they decided that's the way to do it? Because otherwise, like, whoa. Why does everything change so frequently? I never know what the hell's going on anymore. That's what it feels like. Things constantly shift. Your phone gets an update, and they change all the icons. But some of them are just looking at you like, what's different? What am I? It's like, oh, they changed the power percentage icons and stuff. It's like, this is what you're spending your time doing? You're pushing updates to my phone to be like, check it out, the Wi-Fi bars looks a little bit different now. Wow, you guys are on... Whatever. I don't know. I just don't care. I don't care about all that cosmetic crap. I got back into messing around with Arena. I'm back on the quest for 1 million gold now. Heading to 1 million! Tomorrow is the reset, right? So Avatar starts tomorrow. Then you get like the 3 new daily quests and stuff. I'm not playing as much as I was before. I'm just messing around with it a bit. Because, I got other things that I want to do with my time. But a little bit here or there. I'm gonna keep working to get to 1 million for the hell of it. Doomblade, it's Florida, so the water's very important for the people. Let me tell you something, bro. If something happened to the water in Florida, it would probably just solve a lot of America and, like, Earth's problems. Aren't all the stories from America like, Florida man strikes again, right? So, I mean, be real. Be real. We already had a plague, and it didn't do enough to cull the population. So now we need man-made level accidents where we put young, inexperienced twink boys like you in charge of water supplies and then wonder, why is everybody dying? Oh, Doomblade didn't wash the warehouse floor. What I do is important. Everybody's water supply fucking depends on this. And the other guy's like, yo, Jeff, when this fucking kid talks about the water supply being dependent on this, shut up, man. He's too stupid. He doesn't know this is a fucking Amazon warehouse. He's got it in his fucking head that he's straight up like saving the world, but he just does a good job sweeping the floor when we make him think it fucking matters more, okay? So just agree with him. Nod when he goes, this is important about Florida water. Just be like, uh-huh, it sure is. Get back to mopping, dickhead. Right? Florida balances out the rest of the U.S.'s heavy metal. Oh Christ! What are you, bro? Are you in Florida? Is that why you're sad now? Because you should be. You should be. Millmaster, being in charge of the lunch codes is more important. It's more important. I don't believe you, Christ. I don't believe you. I think you're trying to play a game of Carmen Sandiego. I think that you are in Florida and you live right by one of those, like, gator-themed tourist traps. Every day, good luck on the upcoming health thing. Thanks, buddy. Not looking forward. Not looking forward to the dental work. You know, I'm hoping that it's just going to be one of those things where afterwards I was like, well, I made a big deal of it in my head when I didn't need to. Right? Most things go fine. So, whatevs. That's the attitude that I am maintaining, because otherwise I'm just going to get too worked up. I've already had enough time stressing out about this shit. So I was just rip the Band-Aid off and get it done. Get it done. Yeah, the Carmen Sandiego show. I watched that a bunch as a kid too, man. The intro song, totally. Still up here. They had that. They had like those live singers singing it or whatever, right? Doomblade, they have a jail in Florida. When people escape, they have a high possibility of getting eaten by gators. That's how badass it is. That's not badass. That's random and unmanaged. You watch too many movies and you haven't been alive long enough in real life. Who knows if you ever will be now that you live on the fucking internet. I don't even know. I can't even imagine what's going to be like for you. Completely fucking untethered from reality in your nonsense. There's a prison where people escape, gators got them. And it's like, maybe you should live in a fucking civilized place where they just don't have random gators and shit. You know? Like, we don't have parts of town where there are bears and shit. Hey, check it out, there's bears over there. There is a lot of untamed lands in Canada, though. So if you do want bears, I mean, you can get them. You can get them. Millmaster, but what about Star Tropic? How about that? Please shut up. Shut up. You're making stuff up. I don't even believe you now. You had me going, bro. I genuinely believed you for a second. That there's like, there's a prison and there's gators around it. So like sometimes people escape and the gators get them. And it's like they just never bother doing anything about the gators. Okay. But now you're like, check it out. They intentionally made a prison with gators and it's called Alligator Alcatraz. And it's like, you are so full of shit. That's so ridiculous. Like, it's like something a fucking 12-year-old would do. You know what I mean? That's funny. Well done. You got me. You got me. Oh. Hey, what up, Moogle? How you Dougal? He's not getting Alligator Alcatraz in the real facility. It's so dumb. That's so stupid. It's for dummies to be like, oh, fuck yeah. Check it out, man. We're going to have a prison. And like, you remember how like Alcatraz was all hardcore? If you escape from Alcatraz, good luck surviving the waters. And it's like, it's so fucking deadly. Oh. What if I like fucking surrounded that shit with fucking death lasers and nukes and all fucking... You can't do that, man. What? What about fucking sharks and zombie goats and... What? You can have... Look, man, alligators. You can have alligators. I want the fucking demons. Look, alligators. But you can call it Alligator Alcatraz. Yay! It's so fucking badass! Like, fuck, why work on reforming any of our fucking systems when instead we could just go, if you go outside, the gators are gonna eat you. You could be like Captain Hook from Peter Pan. That's fucking amazing. That's amazing. That's hilarious. I want more dumb shit. I want more dumb shit news like this. Turn the whole fucking world into a ridiculous theme park. I'm going to the donkey dentist. We're going, a donkey kicks your fucking teeth out of your fucking head instead of them getting extracted. It's all gotta be alliteration. Donkey dentist. The butt plug bakery. You want a baguette? You better bend over and spread those cheeks. Ooh la la. That's it. Everything needs to be alliterative. Oh, it's officially called the South Florida Detention Facility. Ah, okay. All right. There you go. Now it's all just back to normal. There you go, Wyla. There you go. Just some catchy news name. Oh, doesn't surprise me at all. Doesn't surprise me at all. Did you hear about this crazy thing? And it's like, it's this. Okay. Yeah, there's alligators around it too. Okay. It's Alcatraz. Oh, the holy fucking shit. Everything is Mad Max. I can't wait to fuck my own mother and live in the desert or whatever. The system is the alligator's digestive system. As you work your way through the system. Move a 13-hour shift. That's unlucky, bro. Yeah, if you want to be boring, you can call it that. Oh yeah, just call it by its name. Yeah, if you want to be boring, but like make it sound exciting, man. Come on, hype it up. See, that's because you're a fucking kid, man. I don't want to, like, yeah, it's just like called the detention facility, and it just happens to be in an area where like alligators are. But like, I totally get hard thinking about, like, oh, I live in the most metal country. They got this Alcatraz thing. They fucking brought in all these alligators and threw around to pile it up. The alligators go up to the fucking windows, bro. So, like, if the prisoners look out the windows, the alligators like, let me eat your fingers just a little. The alligators even talk. Shut up. Don't say they don't. Don't ruin this for me. It just, look, when you just say it's a detention facility and there's just some wildlife in the area that can be dangerous to people who escape from the prison. No! Listen, it's boring that way. I watch the TikToks and things are 4 seconds long. It's gotta be juiced, bro. Juice it for me so I can, fuck crazy. Come the fuck off it. Heavy metal, I bet, you know what, I don't even want to know the weird rituals you guys are getting into. A 79-year-old man was bitten by a 7-foot female alligator walking in his golf course neighborhood in Florida. Holy fuck, it's Alcatraz crocodile jail, bro. You want to fucking play golf, but you can't leave because there's fucking alligators and crocodiles. It's the fucking death jungle golf course. This is insane. Doomblade, did you hear this? The entire world's water supply depends on this, bro. Fucking gator death fucking traps in the golf courses. Holy shit. Wow, this is, the government made this. They're doing this. The government is airdropping crocodiles onto golfers now. I hate this new administration. Oh, every day. That's right, man. I was talking about that earlier, the arena stuff. You got to finish up today because tomorrow is when it resets. Larry, when you visited Walt Disney, the alligators were on their best behavior. That's not a thing. Alligators only have natural behavior. We're going to be good. In the Law and Order, while that's fucking funny. In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate, yet equally important groups. Alligators and crocodiles. Everybody's fed to one or the other. If you're innocent, you'll be fed to a crocodile. If you're guilty, you'll be fed to an alligator. Sir, why are we doing this? Everybody's being fed to crocodiles. The fucking kids on TikTok love it, bro. It's so metal. We live in the most metal country on earth. Our birth rates are plummeting, but fuck yeah, feed everybody to alligators. Oh my god. Oh fucking hell. You know how like every generation is weaker than the previous generation? It's just this sort of fucking trickle down where they all like you're astounded at how weak the newest generation is, and you're like, oh god. I remember at one point, like, that was me. I was the weakest, crappiest version, and the adults above me were like hey, these are the better version who know what's up. And it's just like progressively worse, where you just go, these children don't know how to live or do anything. You're in your fucking 20s, and it's beyond useless. Like, I don't know how the fuck we've gotten to the point where we churn out people who are even more and more useless and less prepared for fucking life. It's astounding. It's bizarre. It's fucking ridiculous. Just like, what has happened? What is going on? And so, yeah, the whole, I'm going to spend all my time on social media, TikTok, little bite nonsense. Shit is going to look wild in like 20 years, man. Wait until these 20-year-olds are 40 years old. And instead of fucking running into that chin check of reality, you know what I'm talking about. You always get it, no matter what. It happens to you at some age. For the really unfortunate ones, you get the chin check of reality when you're like a fucking kid, bro. You get a shitbag family, or you just get a really rough, bad deal. Like, you either get a family that like doesn't care about you, doesn't take good care of you, so you gotta become an adult, or your family gets taken from you. Something turns you into an adult. There's always that moment that turns you from a kid into an adult. And I mean, it could be like a little sequence of them, but it happens in this phase where it's like, welcome to reality. There's the protective bubble of just being taken care of and not having to actually understand reality. That can extend up into your 20s, right? My parents had a really hard life, right? So they wanted to give their kids a better life, which meant that I didn't have a hard life growing up. I didn't grow up like rich or anything, but I didn't have like a difficult upbringing like they did. There was enough food to eat. They're not like, you know what I mean? It was that level where it's like all the basics, all the necessities are taken care of. But that also made me fucking useless. I didn't have the kind of challenges that turn you into a fucking adult, despite my parents' best efforts to try and give me challenges of that nature. So I didn't become what I consider to be an adult until I was in my 20s, and that process started in my 20s is basically what it feels like, right? So if you can be cocooned in an internet bubble of delusion, will you ever hit that wall as a new style adult? I wonder that, right? Like, what does that wall look like for them? Will it exist, or will there be this algorithmic bubble that smooths off the edges and just slides you along through an existence that's not even really under your control? It's wild. It's fascinating. It's amazing and horrifying. It's a whole bunch of different shit all at once. And I just wonder what you end up like at the end of it. And I imagine it's going to be a wide variety of results. Melmaz, you got getting pushed out of the nest. That'll do it. That'll do it. So whatever, man. Everyone's got a different situation that pushes them into the realization of, hey, wait a minute. There's this ain't as easy as it seems. And adult life is gonna be filled with a bunch of challenges. And alligator Alcatraz just ain't gonna. I love it. Listen to this catchy name. It's just like, just think of it like this. This is what it is. Oh, fuck, that's so cool. It's like, okay, did you know they're building a prison? Whoop-de-doo. Okay, but listen, it's called the Catapult Castle. And if you try and escape, they put you in a catapult and launch you into the sun. And it's like, what? Sheba, you did 10 years in the Navy and still don't feel like you've grown up. You got to decide what a grown up is. Some people have like particular markers where they're like, I have to hit these exact check marks to go, I am an adult. But to me, honestly, I think adulthood comes through suffering, really, more than anything. I think maybe that might be part of the idea behind tribal rituals that bring you into adulthood, because there's a bunch of them that involve suffering, you know? So it might be metaphorical as to the suffering in existence that tends to lead you to adulthood, because the less suffering you have, the less likely you are to be an adult. The less suffering you have, the less likely you are to even be able to acknowledge other people as people, right? I mean, you can still develop a sense of Sonder without suffering, but it's much easier, right? Like once the thing, everyone's so self-centered. The thing about suffering is when you suffer, it's like, oh shit, this happened to me. This bad thing happened to me. And everybody's like me. So bad things can happen to other people. And I can understand what that's like because it happened to me. It's like this really basic shit. But ultimately, suffering is what makes you a fucking adult. There's nothing else that really does it, you know? I guess that's a little reductive. You know, it's more complicated than that. But it feels like a pretty easy shorthand. Doomblade Super Chat says, Mike, I may be 22, but I'm more intelligent than other people my age. That doesn't mean I'm smart, but I'm intelligent enough. Bro, being intelligent, that's not what makes you an adult. I feel you. Like, I'm pretty fucking smart, bro. What am I doing here, though? It's exactly the same. I'm pretty smart, so I feel you on that. It's not a matter of intelligence, though. That's why... being intelligent doesn't make you an adult. You can be really smart and still be a complete fucking child because you haven't had the experiences that your intellect can then process into useful information that will help you grow into a person who's not being a child. You feel me? Like, when you're intelligent, you can convince yourself of all kinds of ridiculousness. Oh, hey, look, I'm really smart. I don't need to be physically fit or worry anything at all about the physical world because I'm smart. And the physical world and the world of the intellect are two separate things. So why would I need to worry about being physically fit? You know, the thing that actually my intellect genuinely depends on, my body, my capability to process things effectively, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. So the fact of being intelligent does not make you an adult. You can have smart kids. The whole process of becoming an adult is more challenging for people the more intelligent you are. That's why you hear about like prodigies and shit. It's like, oh, this 13-year-old kid, look at this. He went to university and did all this. And oops, wait, he just ended himself. What the fuck? It's like, yeah, it's heavy, man. Life is heavy. And you're like, you're too smart for your own good. Have fun with that shit. So it doesn't make you an adult. Being intelligent does not make you an adult. If you're a fucking 12-year-old and you're smart, you're not an adult. And the whole, like, legally... there's a difference between an adult by the definition of the law and an adult by a definition of your actual character and existence. There are people who are in their 40s or 50s who don't seem to have reached adulthood. It's wild. It's wild. And they have kids. So, I mean, I suppose that is my definition of what is an adult, right? There is that. It's my particular view on that. Bo Falcon, what's up, buddy? You had to move out of the house the summer before your senior year of high school, so you had to grow up fast, get money for rent, bills, and do school still. Yeah, wow. Well, clearly it looks like it paid off for you in terms of you are a fucking pretty responsible guy, and you got your shit together, bro. So well done on you. That is pretty intense, honestly. I was coddled by my parents. They were like, way nicer than they should have been. It's just like, knock it off, you little idiot. Heavy metal, you've suffered a ton and you're doing better than ever. I mean, suffering helps you grow. Well, you don't want to have it all the time, but you can gain from it is what it is. You're going to go through it either way. So if you can benefit from it, that's the best situation. G-Bar, you SMRT. Man, that's old. That's some old Simpsons action. All right. My beverage has run low. I'm going to go and top this up, and I'll be right back. 1 second. We're going to remember this time. Whoop. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. All right, I'm back. I am back. That's right, Metal Mania. Don't be a bitch. Oh, man. Life is so wild. You never know how it's going to go, really, right? You only have so much control over it, and then the rest is just, okay, this is what's going on now. Just deal with it. It's pretty wild. But it's also pretty sweet. I might be saying that because I got to have a steak for dinner tonight, and it was really good. Carly made a delicious steak. Oh, nope. Go away, brain. I don't want to think about that stupid dentist appointment. So instead, I checked out No More Heroes 3. And it's so ridiculous. This guy finds like a little alien and he saves it. And they build a spaceship so the alien can escape. And he's like, I'll be back in 20 years. And my brain went, what if he comes back in 20 years as part of an invasion force and takes down Earth, buddy? Like he promised he would come back. Like, what's going to happen? And then the guy shows up and he's like, I came back. It's been 20 years. I told you I'd come back. Anyways, I got thrown into like space jail because I like messed up my own society or whatever. And then like I busted out of space jail or whatever. And these are all my criminal buddies I met in space jail. And we're here to like just mess up Earth and LARP around as superheroes and stuff. It's just like, what the hell is going on? It's pretty ridiculous to start with. Doomblade, see, that's just you guys getting it easy, man. You guys getting it easy. Way too easy to see jugs on the internet. You don't even know how difficult it was for us back in the day. You wouldn't last a fucking minute in our pre-internet existence, bro. For real. For real. Try going the first decade and a half of your life without the internet really even being a thing, man. Like, computers weren't even in the classrooms for the first few years of school. And then all of a sudden there's this, like, computer in the back. There's, like, one computer in the back of the classroom. Like, I learned to type on a fucking typewriter, dude. I took a typewriter class, and I murdered at it, by the way. Very good. Very good. I won money with my typing skills. I won second place at a typing competition and clocked a cool $15, bitch. So, fucking typewriter classes. Had a class with fucking word processors, bro. Word processors. Word processors. A word processor is an entire computer that's Notepad, bro. That's it. Like, for real. That's what a word processor was. Imagine an entire computer. Big clunky monitor, keyboard, all of it. All of it. And it just held text files. That's it. Like notepad, basic level text files. Me and my friends would write stories on them. Like, I'm going to write a sentence. And then you come in and write a sentence. And we would just make one of those dumb kind of ongoing stories. It's all so archaic. Millmaster, you watched one of the wildest movies tonight? Yeah, all right. That does sound pretty wild. Oh, if you want something out there, if you haven't seen it yet, check out. Um, I think Carly was the one who brought this movie up, but it's out there. What was it? The Garçon Sauvage. It's like wild. I think that's what it is. It's like French, right? Hold on, let me double check. Is that what it was? Maybe that's not what it is. Hold on. It's okay. So the English version is The Wild Boys, and in the French, it's Garçon Sauvage. It's from 2017. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. If you haven't seen it, that movie is wild. And whoever was in charge of some of the decisions, the movie genuinely impressed me at a certain point. Like, I was just like, wow, okay. This is crazy filmmaking right here. All right. So yeah, here. You know what? I'll put the French name in case, depending on if it helps you find it. So that's the name of it. It is like it's the whole thing is out there. Heavy metal garçon means boy. Nice Pulp Fiction reference, right? When he's calling out to the waitress, garçon, and she comes up. Garçon means boy. Any one of you motherfuckers. Oh, Pulp Fiction's great. TJ, yeah, bro, 10 minutes. I remember waiting half an hour for pictures to like load up one line at a time. Weep, weep. Heavy Metal, you played Prince of Persia on a brother word processor? That must have been like a souped up one, because the first ones were just Notepad as an entire computer. It's insane. It's insane. What up, JH? Larry, you remember in first grade, you had things with LCD screens that were meant to teach you how to use a computer keyboard, proper hand placement and all? Yep. See, I didn't start with any of that, man. I started before the internet was even a thing. You didn't even carry a phone around with you, bro. Like, I have a fucking supercomputer in my pocket. This is like Star Trek level technology. You know what I mean? Like, I could literally just start... I could send messages to people around the world telling them to go fuck themselves. I could beam shit to space, right? I can record myself crying for half an hour and fucking broadcast it in Russia from my phone. Like, it's... it's crazy. I love my phone. Oh, come on. There's an email here from Amazon. Apparently I get them every once in a while, and they say, they're like, you can get a promotional increase if people buy things in these categories. But it's always like fucking lipstick and shit. And I'm just like, nobody who's using my Amazon link is buying anything from any of these bonus categories. Thanks for including me in the bonus, but nobody's going to buy any of it. Like, they send me all these fucking emails. Like, it's crazy the amount of emails that Amazon sends. And it's all kinds of stuff to help you, like, pinpoint your advertising, but all this stuff. But I don't advertise shit to you guys, like, in terms of, like, you should get this. I was using this, do all this. Like, there's all these YouTubers and stuff who have amazing optimizations where they figure out, like, a million different ways to make money and how to do all this stuff. But, like, I only have my Amazon affiliate link. It's almost embarrassing how bad I am at the monetization side of things. In terms of running my mouth, I can do that all day. I got tons of opinions. We can have a fun time. But the monetization part, I'm so bad at it that, like, Titan Shield or whatever, the one fucking sleeve company who contacted me forever ago to do a promo with, they were like, hey, we want to work with you. We're going to do all this. And then we got all set up and they're like, okay. And so send over your Amazon affiliate link so that we can link that up here or whatever. And I was kind of like, I don't even have one of those. That's a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I had to look into it and figure it out. But, like, they send you all kinds of data and fucking emails and shit telling you where, like, I get behind the scenes information about Black Friday deals and everything, like, in advance. I have to keep it secret or it'll kick me out of the program. But, like, they give you all this information and I use none of it, like a zero, because I'm just like, yo, I just got an Amazon link. If people are going to use it, they're going to use it. But I'm not like, get the Telephonic Butt Jammer 4000 because I get an extra 2% on that, or, you know what I mean? Doomblade, I mean, there is that, right, bro? If you grew up with the internet, you grew up used to a whole bunch of change, and you're able to adapt to constantly shifting new technologies and the bizarre nature of the internet. Like, I feel lucky in that the internet wasn't really a thing when I was really young. So it didn't have any impact on my original formative years. However, the internet started and more importantly, constantly changing technology. Not quite at this rate, obviously, but technology has shifted dramatically during my lifetime compared to earlier cycles of humanity. So I have adapted. I still old man crank about change, but like I'm not using it as new technology. I'm not doing any of this stuff. People who were born earlier than me are like, none of it. Whereas like I'm down with new technologies. I'm not like running in the front door most of the time, earliest adopter, but I'm down for it. Bro, I want a pair of those Meta glasses so fucking bad. The Meta glasses with the cameras in them. You can record with them. It's like a million times better than this garbage GoPro that I got. I got this fucking GoPro. You guys remember last year I saved up sponsorship money and I bought a GoPro kit and it's complete garbage. It makes me so mad. The GoPro, literally, like, you have to take the fucking battery out of it to try and get it to charge. It overheats. It's pure garbage. I'll never buy another GoPro again. And I, like, spent so much money on it. Like, so much money. And it's so aggravating. And now you got these Meta glasses that, like, fucking have... My buddy has them and says they work fucking great. He got them through his fucking work and everything else, so... I wish I had some kind of benefit plan that I could use to get those. But yeah, straight up, it's fucking glasses that have camera built in and everything. And I'm like, yo, this would be super useful for making fucking content and going to places. Like when I go to the Shattering for Wonders of the First in a few months or whenever that's happening and other stuff. It just feels like it's the easiest way to record in a room full of people without making people feel uncomfortable or on the spot walking around with this really obvious thing, you know? So that is like super exciting to me, but also they're fucking so expensive. They're like so, I think when we were at Best Buy, I think it was like $700 or something, and I'm like, man, I want these, but man, that cost, right? Especially, it's out of the question now because with the fucking dental shit that I've got to get done, it was just like, oh, that's gonna take all my money, and I've been selling cards and other things to get some extra cheddar to cover that shit. Because at the end of the day, dental is, you can't not do it. It's going to be miserable. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's lots of things you can just ignore. I'm like, I'm not going to deal with that. But this is not one of those. No. TJ had a Commodore 64. I remember Commodore 64, bro. Nah, Doomblade, there's not a transition into that for me. I don't honestly get, and I never will get, the whole furry thing, man. Humans are like the best, bro. So, like going, well, now she's a bunny lady. That's a downgrade. I would take that if I was transported to some world where, like, they don't have humans anymore. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to bang some fucking humanoids now, aren't I? And they're going to smell weird. You don't even think about all the logistics of it. The weird diseases you would get, the fucking smells, all of it, man. Think about how different people smell just culturally. Like, I live in this fucking part of the world and we eat all these foods. Your diet influences stuff like that. And we're just fucking animals, man. The smell of an actual fucking animal, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. You want the smell of a wet, like, what? Oh, this smells like a wet dog. Just gross. Just gross. There's nothing appealing about that. Like, at all. At all. I got no interest in banging animals that are pretending to be humans or whatever, or humans pretending to be animals. Although that one's obviously preferable. A human who fucking thinks they're a porcupine and is fucking silly puttied a bunch of pencils to their back is preferable to an actual skunk lady in a world that I'm trapped in, you know? I mean, sure, she smells like the Chronic because she's a skunk. So maybe that one wins on the smell category. Millmaster, did they go out of business? Did they? Oh my God. I wouldn't be surprised. Because it's so frustrating. I bought like the full-on ultra creator thing. Like I got hosed so bad by it. So bad. It sticks in my craw, bro. Doomblade, they have those at your work and you need new glasses. They're pretty cool, bro. If your work will fucking help cover them, then good on you. What up? True, how have I been? Lately? Like, last little bit? Better. Last few days. We're back. We're streaming regularly. That's good. You know, things are on the up and up. When I get past my fucking big dental appointment in a few days, where I hope everything's being done, whatever. When I get past that, then I can worry about enjoying my birthday at the end of the month and the upcoming Christmas. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. All right, Moogle, have a good one, buddy. Man, yeah. So crazy thinking about the differences in technology. So I'm glad that I'm not afraid of new technology. It's like, nah, but I also don't hop on everything. It's just like, hey, your phone has these new features. It's like, I don't care. Every once in a while, I'll find a new feature where I'm like, this is really useful. But most of the time, the new features are just completely useless to me. So you start to scroll through and just like, I don't even need to read this. Who cares? Most of this is irrelevant. Most of this is irrelevant. Mine says, hey, been watching the Magic Channel for a while. Thanks for making all the updates and providing us with funny ass content. Keep it up. Hey, no problem. Glad you enjoy. Glad you enjoy. Any different thoughts about Avatar now that I'm a couple days removed from the pre-release? I mean, my thoughts when it comes to this stuff more trend towards just what the overall Magic player base is going to look like now. Like, Avatar is fine. It's fine. Wizards put in a reasonable amount of effort on it. The card quality is better than it was. Still needs work, but it's better than it was. And it just like, the product doesn't scream lazy trash the way Spider-Man did. So Avatar is on a higher rung than Spider-Man is worthless garbage. It's the UB equivalent of Markov Manor. Hell, it might be worse. It's probably actually worse than Markov Manor, which is not something I expected to say in recent times, but it's probably worse than Markov Manor. Whereas Avatar is like fine for a Universe Beyond set. It's fine. They made it good enough for what it's supposed to be. So it's cool. And get ready, we're gonna move on to Lorwyn. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna have a new set every 7 weeks. So we gotta go. That's how it's doing. But no, I wouldn't say that my thoughts haven't shifted much since the pre-release. I had a nice time. I definitely do like this little bag here. The quality of it is nice. But I don't care. Like, I don't care about the Universe Beyond characters. Like, in Magic. I actually quite enjoy Avatar. Like, the series. I went back and watched the first few episodes because of the pre-release. I'm like, you know, it'll be fun to revisit it. It's been a long time since I watched it. Let's see how I feel about it compared to when I watched it back in the day. And I put it on and I'm like, you know what? This being on is making me happy. I like the vibe of this. And I had fun at the pre-release. It didn't feel garbagey. Didn't feel slapped together lazily. This bag is a lot nicer than I thought it would be in terms of size and just like production quality of it. So yeah, it's like, what I can really say is I wish that Wizards was putting this level of care into the universe within stuff and that, you know, just it goes upwards from here. But Spider-Man was a miserable, numb experience for me where I don't think I've ever cared so little about Magic in however many years. I couldn't tell you the last time I cared that little about Magic. Spider-Man, although I guess, to be fair, you have to also weigh in what's going on in life. And life, like my personal life, had been hammering me down hardcore with multiple members of my family not existing anymore and all this other stuff. So it was just like, Normally magic would be an escape for me, but I looked at Spider-Man and went, there's no escape here for me. This is just either I'm indifferent to it or I hate it. There's no. And I like, even the hating part of it was just like, I can only muster up so much for that. So Spider-Man was a really mostly indifferent, I would say, time for me when it comes to the magic stuff recently. Avatar is nicer. So I don't know what's going to happen with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Lorwyn is going to be curious. We'll have to see. True, you missed Markov Manor? Yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad. Go Master, they can't design and format magic the way they used to because people aren't that smart anymore. I don't think that people have gotten dumber. I think that people have gotten mentally lazier, right? Like at the end of the day, it's not like all of a sudden we have crazy amounts. It's not actually like Idiocracy where there are these dullards breeding 20 people and smart people just aren't having children. That is a fun movie, right? And like it's an awesome movie actually. I really like it. But that's not the deal. Like the problem isn't that people are getting dumber. It's that even smart people are getting lazier. The technology makes you lazier because we're inherently meant to trend towards laziness because it's an evolutionary advantage, a survival advantage specifically, actually, to be lazy. Laziness is a survival advantage. And by laziness, I mean not doing anything you don't have to, right? Because up until recent times, calories were very, very hard to come by. If you wanted calories, you better find something, chase it down, and eat it, bitch. Do you know what I mean? There was no going across the store and buying 8 Snickers and pounding them down and going, there you go, it's got 2,000 calories right straight up. You know what I mean? Like, none of that existed for, like, the majority of mankind's history. So your animal brain is always like, don't piss away caloric energy. This is our life force, you fucking idiot. You are pissing away our life force. Do not waste our life energy. This is precious and rare. And then that's why your brain's all like, oh my God, fatty stuff is amazing. Because your brain's like, oh, so much calories, get it in there. We need it to keep us alive. But our stupid animal body cannot fathom the existence that we live in now, where you can walk into a grocery store and it's like, endless calories of all varieties. You can have whatever, right? Here you go, dum-dum, just pork out on it. So we're still going from the preserve your calories. Even if you eat fucking 5 times the amount of calories that you need in a day and are gaining multiple pounds a day, your brain is still hardwired to preserve those fucking calories by having you not do anything you don't need to do. Which is why you don't know anybody's fucking cell phone numbers anymore. You just know your own. You went from knowing everybody's phone numbers to just your own phone number. Why the fuck would I need to know your phone number? It's listed in my phone. My phone is doing that for me. So much more of your mental effort is done by other things. You know how quickly people run to the fucking large language models, the chat GPTs and shit like that? Like, think for me. Answer this question for me. Do whatever. And then don't even really critically look at the results that they're getting because it's so much easier. Why am I going to go and look at fucking 10 different pages and collate the information and pick out the important stuff when I can have a machine do it? Oh, it got all the stuff. And I mean, I could look that over, but I'm just going to assume the machine did a good job. Like, and so your brain just hands off more and more of the things that require critical thinking, effort, because like, especially it costs way more calories to get your fucking brain rolling than it does to work the body. The body works cheaply. The brain works expensively. So it costs a ton of energy to think. There's this little story example that I heard that I think illustrates it pretty well, where this guy owns a fucking like a ranch or whatever. And this farmhand comes on, and this guy's a fucking all-star. he's like, bro, I want you to fucking set up fence posts, right? And this guy's just hammering them in. Bam, 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 bam. Throughout the all. This guy's worth 3 dudes all by himself. And he's just hammering in the poles. Whatever task you give him, he's killing it. And then all of a sudden he's tasked with, okay, we got these potatoes. You got to go through the potatoes and you got to put the good ones over here and just toss the bad potatoes. And this dude who was worth his fucking weight in gold is just, after one day, is like, sorry, bro, I got to quit. And it's like, wait. Why? You're my best worker. You've slaughtered every task that I gave you. I'm paying you like twice as much as anybody else. Like, I'll give you more money. Don't go. You're amazing. And he's like, this is terrible. I don't want to do this. I have to spend all day making decisions. I have to sit there and decide on every potato. It's not worth it. I'm out. Every other task he was given, he didn't have to make those decisions. Just physical action. When you have to make decisions all day and all that, you're burning mass energy. Your brain takes a ton of energy to make decisions. So the more decisions you can offload, the more caloric energy, the more you're fucking surviving. Your brain thinks that doing this shit is surviving. Our fucking perfect setup of getting basically, here you go, here's access to all the water you need and the food and everything else. It's all set up, everything's set up perfectly around you. But your brain's still like, we are in the survival struggle, bro. We could die any minute. Keep the calories. And it's like, I'm 600 pounds and struggling to breathe. We need those calories, right? It's wild. We are victims of our own success. We are the only animals in existence that have to fucking sit there and go, I've been eating too much. We've conquered calories to the point where you can consume an entire day's worth of calories in like half a fast food meal. Just eat this thing and this thing. It's like, boom. Like, have the Ultra Dong Burger with 14 patties. And it's just like, this is a 3,000 calorie burger. This is enough for 1.5 people to eat for a whole day. Goddamn right it is. So, can I get you an Ultra drink and 57 pounds of French fries too? Yeah, why not? Okay, that'll be 12,000 calories added onto that struggling frame of yours. And the brain just like, oh, salt and sugar and fucking grease. Oh, fuck yeah, we need all this. This keeps us going. This is how we survive. Right? Like, it's so wild. It's so wild. Lasagna loves the dong burgers. You know it. You know it. Larry, your brother's favorite girl from Costco is welcome. Your brother's favorite girl from Idiocracy is welcome to Costco. I love you. That is a great part. TJ, I don't want to know about what kind of alchemy you're doing, bro. Sheba, that makes sense why your military career didn't feel as bad, because it was no thinking, just doing what you're told, and that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, being in a state of unthinking mostly is fantastic, right? They call it the state of flow when you can just be doing the thing that you're doing and nothing else exists. Your brain's not like, I got 18 different things to do. I got all of this stuff. And yeah, having other people make the decisions for you in a lot of ways, and you just got to follow that structure. There's a bunch of people who like that and thrive under it. There's people who don't and don't like it. I don't like being told what to do and people trying to define my schedule. So even if that would somehow actually make my life better and take some of the load off, I just push back against it. I'm like, no, fuck that. I'll decide what I want to do. You're not fucking dictating my schedule, right? So I'm too obstinate to to be able to take advantage of that. But yeah, reducing the amount of decisions that you have to make randomly in your day, not randomly, because the random ones you can't do anything about. The set decisions, like you got to get up every day, decide what you're going to wear, what you're going to have for breakfast. Like, there's all these decisions, and this shit adds up. Animals don't normally have to do that. A squirrel doesn't have to get up and decide, what am I going to wear? You're already wearing it, bro. When am I going to have to eat? Wherever the fuck I can find. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's no options. Animals normally don't have options. There's just a thing you're going to be doing. We have endless options. And it's amazing. We have succeeded so well as animals that we're so disconnected from animal existence that it's hard to understand why we are the way we are, because we don't feel like we're the same thing as the goats and the squirrels, but we are. Which is wild. Lasagna, as a military man, you don't think? Thinking's overrated. It's overrated. Right, Clark? TJ, you're in flow and procrastinating from work. You wish you would hit while you're working. What if you made procrastinating the work? Then it's impossible to not be working, because if you're trying to not to procrastinate, you're procrastinating on procrastinating. It is essentially a perpetual motion machine. You're welcome. I just invented that right here, right now. Thinking sucks. It's crazy to me because, like, I'm constantly thinking about so much all the time is what it feels like. When people like Carly's just like, oh no, my brain's totally chill. It's like, I'm not really thinking about anything. Like, always. It's like impossible. When people talk about meditation and your brain being empty, conceptually I get it. And I've tried this stuff, but like, my brain is always just fucking full tilt. Full tilt. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's always, oh, there's a billion things going on. I don't know what, like, the empty mind version of peace of mind is like. It's not like thinking all the time. I'm like, I'm always miserable from thinking. But it is like, it's always from the second I wake up till my brain finally stops and I fall asleep. Yeah, it's the overthinking, true. It's the overthinking. Thinking is great. It lets you sort out all kinds of things. But there's a certain level. There's a balance. There's a balance. Clark, you're a fan of thinking? Me too. I never really tried to stop it. Aside from meditation to see what it would be like. But even then, like, it's like, oh, you know, it takes practice to quell your thoughts. I'm like, it's going to take a lot of practice. And I've not put in a lot of practice. Lasagna, you stopped thinking about 4 years ago and you're super happy now. That's the key. You figured it out. Oh, so yeah, man. Existence is fantastic and frustrating, interesting, boring. It's crazy. It's crazy that you can even be bored. There's so much that is amazing in existence, but you can still easily be bored. I overthink. I think about all kinds of crazy. It's easy for me to get bored too. It's just like, it's bored. It's like, what the fuck? There's so much. There's so much going on all the time. Sheba used the adult candy to fix it. TJ, you want trauma to live life in a shell? Yeah, you know, like, I get it. You wanna have a thick skin so things don't bother you, and you can keep the bad things out. But then you also, if you do it the wrong way, you keep the fucking good things out. And it's just like that whole, like, a life without suffering. But how much joy are you discarding through your fear of avoiding the suffering? And how much of that suffering actually will exist in the first place? Because a lot of it will be imagined. And, like, how much of your suffering is actually suffering over the suffering that will occur instead of actually suffering? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to suffer at some point in the future. Like, I'm doing it to myself right now, right? I'm a perfect example. It's exactly what's happening with me right now. I have a dental appointment that's coming up on Thursday that I'm freaked the fuck out about, because it's like 2 teeth at the same time. I've never had something like this done. They got to do a big crazy scan because of the nerve in my jaw, all of it, right? And they're going to put me under, and things could go wrong. And so I'm going to have to go through all the pain and take painkillers, and I'm going to be messed up for however many days and all this stuff. And that's going to happen. I'm going to experience that. That's not going to change. No matter how much I get uncomfortable ahead of time, trepidation, whatever it is, sad, frustrated, all those feelings will not change that event. They will not make the event easier at all. Spending some time thinking about it to accept the reality of it is a worthwhile endeavor. But anything past that is literally just compounding your sadness. Yo, I'm going to have a sadness factor of 10. Why don't I add on an extra fucking 15 in advance so it's actually a total of 25, because I've spent all this extra time agonizing over something where I literally could have been doing anything. I could, instead of being afraid of going to the dentist and like concerned about what going to be, I could have spent my time better farting on broom bristles. That's it. Or just stand there going like this. That's a better use of my time, right? So that's what we do to ourselves. So the shell, to protect yourself from suffering, if you constantly have to maintain that shell and like, this is what protects me, but it also keeps people away, are you really just keeping yourself in a constant state of suffering under the guise of telling yourself that it's protecting you from suffering? You know, if I have whatever. I explained it. Sheba, when we talk about this type of stuff, it makes you think, damn, life is so good. You get to sit here painting while you listen to some guy all the way over in a different part of the country. It's awesome. It is genuinely awesome. I agree. I like sitting down and just stopping to appreciate the moment. Looking over at Carly in the kitchen while she's making lunch or something and just thinking how lucky I am in this moment to get to have what's going on. We get caught up in the like, life is only good and things are only good if I can have this forever, and it continues on. And it's a natural thing to want and think that, but it also makes no sense because you don't get to keep anything forever. Everything comes to an end, and you never really know when that end is coming. You don't know the last time you're going to hang out with your group of high school friends. You don't know the last time you're going to go and play soccer down at this field. You don't know the last time you're going to eat at this restaurant before they announce they're closing a month later. Like, there's all these different things where you don't even know when it's going to end. And if you just stop and appreciate it while it's happening, you will have that extra layer on top of the experience. And ultimately, trying to keep, like, you can't stop the flow of fucking change in existence. It's impossible. So just appreciating what's going on while it's going on is amazing, because then when you actually go back and reminisce on it or whatever, you have that extra layer built into it. So it's good. It's good. You get the double thumbs up for that kind of chill mentality. TJ, yeah, no, see, the thing is, I know you're right. I know I'll be fine. When it comes to the dentist stuff, it's like, this is routine stuff. I didn't grow a unicorn horn in the back of my throat and like, we have to do this crazy shit on you. I have a family member who went through medical stuff that's so horrific that it was heartbreaking to watch it happen. Heartbreaking. And then they survived this, which is basically unheard of. The doctors are like, hey, can we study you and bring medical students in and stuff? Because everybody who has what you have died already, right? And this like, it's a whole crazy thing. So you never know what's going to happen, who it's going to happen to, all that kind of stuff, right? Literally, you have something so rare that they want to study you to help people. It's crazy. I'm over here going to have a not exactly routine procedure, but I'm having a almost routine procedure. That's how I look at it. So I'm not like, I'm going to die on the slab, but there's still part of my animal brain that's like, It's going to be fine, though. It's going to be fine. Clark, one of the great tragedies of life is things always change. Yeah, you could look at it that way. Change in some ways is sad, because change is the destruction of the old, right? In some ways to create the new. But if change like didn't happen at all, then none of us would be here right now having this discussion also. So there's that. The ebb and flow will bring things in and take things out of your existence. Millmaster's membership message says, I'm an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happened. Yeah, the crazy thing is like the amount of times I've caught myself imagining incredibly negative futures and like these other ridiculous thoughts where it's like, what do we gain from this? Like, I get your brain bringing things up in an attempt to go, we need to make sure our survivability is high for whatever events. But like, there's a lot of things. It's just all imagination. It feels like a lot of your existence can be pure imagination if you don't take a second to pay attention to like where you're going mentally, right? That's right, Ghostface. Last time, buddy. You never really know when it's happening. Well, not never. Every once in a while, like if you're quitting a job or something like that, you know when it's happening, right? But like a lot of things, you never know. Like I will never know when we're gonna hit that point where it's like nobody gives a shit about my videos or streams anymore, right? Because the people who cared are dead or uninterested, or you know what I mean? Like, it's just, who knows? Who knows when all this is gonna end? I don't know, right? I could fucking get hit by a bus accidentally, any of it. So you never know when things are gonna end. let's get real bleak. No, though, the point is you gotta appreciate what you can while you can, right? And it applies the same way to people of every age, really. But for people who are younger, it's not gonna matter as much, right? Because you're still like, yo, I'm immortal, and it's like, I get it, cool, man. I'm gonna try and make you feel like you're not. Live it, but have as much fun as you can. Think of all the ice cream and popsicles I'm gonna get to have. Well, that's not a bad idea. I mean, I actually have ice cream sandwiches in the freezer right now, but they have like cookies on either side. I bought them on the package, on the fucking box. They're like this big, right? Like these big fat honk boys. Look at them, 2 big fat cookies with a big slab of ice cream in between, right? I open up the fucking package and take it out. It's like this. It's like this. I'm like, really? Really? Not even as big as a hockey puck. They made it look like a fucking small plate. And you take it out and it's just, you know? Clark, yeah, nightmares are not just worst case scenarios, but crazy ones you might not even be able to get into normally. Doomblade Super Chat says, I forgot how much the internet traumatizes kids. Back in the day, there was an audio someone made of the death of Purple Guy from Five Nights at Freddy's, and it actually sounds like someone's dying. Yeah, there's like so little control over what kids are exposed to now that it's fucking insane. Like, YouTube for a long time had these wild videos where like Spider-Man would fucking impregnate Elsa from Frozen and stuff, and they would just show that to kids. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy. So many parents seem to have just like handed the role of fucking parent over to devices. And I'll see like small children on the bus with a phone, and I'm like, this is wild, man. That kid's like a fucking 3-year-old in a stroller or whatever, and they're just there at the phone. Like, that's fucked, bro. I would totally be one of those pretentious douchebag pretentious douchebag parents who are like, I limit my child's phone time. They aren't even allowed to have their phone most of the time. I limit their screen time, and I absolutely pay attention to what they're doing. I would be like such a fucking intrusive level parent. I promise you that. I'd probably go too far now that I think about it. Like, maybe I need to give this kid some privacy, but not in the early years. Fuck no, Billy. Daddy's gonna know every fucking thing you do on everything. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna have ultra surveillance on everything. I'm gonna have software recording everything you do on all your devices at all times. So at any point I need to review anything and figure out what's going on, I can. That's it. You're not going to know, but that's how it's going to go. I'm going to lock you in a box with all these different things that won't let you go to a bunch of different places, and I'm going to track every fucking thing you do. I'm going to give you a chance in this life, kid. I'm not going to let these algorithms and these companies fuck you. I'm going to protect you, imaginary Billy. Habanero, what's up? Listen, if the bus doesn't hit me, how am I supposed to get to my isekai world, bro? Millmaster, we don't have laws where the picture on the package has to be the exact size of the actual product. What, do you have that in America? In Canada, they can go enlarge to show texture, and they can show blowed up versions. And I'm used to that. Like, when I see a fucking huge Oreo on a bag of Oreos, I don't think, wow, our Oreos are going to be huge. But when I see the size of the ice cream sandwich, I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I get it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Well, and what's up? It's Tuesday, and Paul, you're from the future, bro. You're from the future. Clark, the elder spot has a phone. It's a tracking device. The player knows everything he does. There you go. There you go. the shit going on with Roblox, I'm out of the loop. You think other countries do Master? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? It's funny, like the different consumer protection laws that exist in different places, right? Where you're just like, you guys don't have this? And it's like, no. And then you turn around and like, wait, you don't have this? It's like, no. Huh. The Ninja Turtle popsicles. I remember those. Holy shit, I actually remember those. I have never thought about those once since those days. That's crazy. But I can see it in my head. That's wild. That's rare. That feels rare. Where like something completely out of the blue, but I specifically have distinct memories of it. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Roblox has a bunch of kids on it, so obviously you're going to end up with those degenerate weirdos. The kind that fucking freaked me out at the when Pokemon first started, and you're just like, okay, so this Pokemon game is a dumb game for kids. And you just see a table full of kids, and then like 30-year-old greasebag weirdo. And you're like, parent of one of these kids? No. And you watch him and you're just like, oh man, he's reacting talking to this kid like the way that I react to like talking to a hot chick, bro. This is really, really, really unsettling. I distinctly remember that from when Pokemon specifically started showing up at the Magic Shop back in the 90s. And I was just like, somebody needs to do something. You know what I mean? It's just like, somebody needs to do something about these fucking people. So it's good to pay attention to where your kids are, because somebody else is fucking paying attention too, man. Well, lasagna, I guess I should have said the way I acted when I was young, talking to a hot chick. Now I'm fucking dead inside. So I'm also fucking married, so who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Talking to hot chicks, like, yeah, you look nice, that's good, whatever. As long as you're not annoying. Giving a fuck is for the fucking kids in their 20s. It's like, oh, I don't fucking care, man. You think I give a shit? Honestly. I just think about like, whenever I end up back on the market, it's like you just weeding through the people, and a bunch of them are like, oh God. Like, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're hot or just like regular everyday, whatever. It's just so many people you're just like, oh no, this ain't gonna work for me. This is not gonna work for me. We're not, You just know what you don't want to deal with, right? It's like, it's cool, man. Everybody's different. I hope you find your thing. I wouldn't even want to try it now, honestly. Like the online dating stuff, fucking forget it. Everybody's just like super picky now, and just everybody's 100% about themselves, and it's like you better meet every single qualification or what, and it's just like, that's cool, man. Either I'll just meet somebody in person or I'll be single, whatever. That's where I'm at. Metal Mania, you thought I was a dad. Nope. No, I am not. We decided not to have kids because Carly's disability would most likely be passed on, and all this other stuff that we're just not gonna. We'll just whoop, right. I'm like Apocalypse from Marvel. You're all my children, and Daddy's very disappointed. Well, no matter how many laws are created to try and protect people, there will always be some real dum-dums. Clark, married 20 years next month, hopefully never date again. I feel you. I've only been married for 3, really. But me and Carly have been together for well over a decade. So, like, and as far as I'm concerned, we were already married. We just did the marriage for the fucking paperwork, legal, whatever shit. But we already knew. It's like, we're going to be together. Who even cares? You know what I mean? TJ, you have no capacity to trust anymore. You do, though. The thing is, you do. You just tell yourself these things because this is how you operate in life right now. But you do have trust. Like, if you had no trust in society at all, you wouldn't be here online. You wouldn't even be able to function. You know what I mean? So you do have a certain level of trust. You've been damaged by existence, and it fucking hurts. And it's easier to just go, yeah, fuck it. I'm not going to like let that shit happen to me again. That's natural, right? So that's really what it boils down to for most people. I have a hard time believing that you're like one of these extreme cases that literally has no trust whatsoever. Like, that would usually end up with you in like a loony bin or something. You can't function at all, right? So you do trust. You trust that when you walk out the door, you're not going to like deal with all, but everyone's running over to commando blast me. Like, oh no, they came into my house and they took my couch and all this stuff. Oh, they're going to try and drive planes into me in trucks. Like, you know what I mean? Most people are indifferent to your existence. That's what it boils down to. Master, I saw that clip yesterday. Do you have anything that says, like, Dad likes leather? You mean like leather, Daddy? I'm here for the magic. Oh, I just blew myself. You know, you really should record yourself so you can hear what you say. If you can trust the teenager at Taco Bell, you got a lot of trust. Ghostface, you have trust, just not with women. It sucks when you have bad experiences that way, because you can totally hook up with people who sour you 100%. I know people on both sides. I know women who are soured on men who are soured on women, because there's a bunch of people out there who suck, right? So I've been fortunate in that I've been able to avoid being stuck with anybody who has been awful. So my whole view on women is I find them delightful. I like them. Not all of them, but overall, I find them delightful. I give them a thumbs up. I feel like if something happened to Carly, like she got abducted by aliens or something, after an appropriate time of mourning, a couple of years or something, maybe, I'd probably find some new lady to hang out with. You know? I do like them. I enjoy their company. Hey, what up, Spurl? TJ, your window doesn't go down so you don't do drive-thrus anymore. Got to get out and go in and get some food. That'll help build your trust. That's it. Every time you buy something now, when you do a transaction, look the people in the eyes and say, I trust you. Thank you for not betraying my trust. And if you keep saying that, TJ, you'll realize I trust everybody. I trust the lady at the Walmart to take my money and let me buy this thing, and that the change that she gives me back won't be fake. And I trust the people at the Walmart won't be selling me fucking poisoned goods that will kill me, right? You got trust, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. You can all do it. I trust you can. Anyways, thanks for coming and hanging out, guys. It's time for me to get on up out of here. I'll see you again tomorrow, where I will once again complain and suffer over my upcoming dental bullshit. All right. Peace out. Get the fuck out of here.